What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here again with another video for you. And in today's video, I have found another brand new hardware wallet that is coming to us that is not on a lot of people's radar. So stay tuned. We are doing another first look hardware wallet review video. I'll give you my views and my takes on what makes this different from other hardware wallets that are currently on the market or even ones that are even upcoming. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Before I jump into this wallet, I want to say that I do have a free ebook download that is very in-depth called The Top 5 Ways to Secure Your Cryptocurrency. You can find it on my website, bitcoinlockup.com. It's a giant orange button to download it in the top right corner. You can't miss it. So go ahead and check it out. It's completely free, but just wanted to mention that before we jump into the content here. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at what's called the nGRAVE. Now, this is a brand new hardware wallet. It doesn't have a price yet. It says on the website, as you can see here, it says pre-order now, but when you actually click it, it's just on the super early bird wait list. So there's no actual way to place an actual pre-order, and there's no way to find out what they're actually going to be charging. But I'll give you my views as we go through it of what I think they're going to be charging and kind of what makes this unique and a little bit different. What I've really liked lately is that with hardware wallets that are coming out these days, they're really starting to differentiate, give new security details and security features and different ways of implementing the protection of your private keys, which is really interesting to me because back when this all started and the first hardware wallet, the Trezor, came out, there wasn't that many differences between, a Ledger, a Trezor, or a KeepKey in terms of the functionality, in terms of the security, and in terms of the design. But we're really coming into new territory here where we're coming into a new wave of technology and security for these hardware wallets. So really exciting here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. So this one is as you can see in the form factor, it's a kind of a small touchscreen tablet here. It's 100% offline. So this is a 3-tiered system, which I'll go into in just a second. But basically, this is an all-in-one solution for a hardware wallet. I know that on my channel, I go into different solutions in terms of protecting your private keys. One being a hardware wallet, another being a metal recovery seed backup to protect your recovery seed if you ever lose your hardware wallet, that you have a safe way to implement it and restore your funds and restore your private keys. And then there's also software wallets, which is sort of like having a wallet in your back pocket with fiat, which is typically used for day-to-day transactions, and it's not meant for long-term storage. It's not meant for savings or anything like that. You keep that on a software wallet that you will ultimately spend on a day-to-day basis, maybe a couple $100 or whatever is comfortable for you. But in this case, they've kind of implemented an all-in-one solution, which is really nice. I haven't seen that yet on any hardware wallets. People like Trezor and Ledger, they sell bundle packs with metal recovery seed backup solutions that they can go ahead and bundle and sell it with. But in this, they're coming with an all-in-one solution, so I assume it's going to be priced appropriately. So with this nGRAVE here, they're calling it the coldest wallet. Okay, and there's a reason that they're touting that, and that it's going to be considered the coldest versus any other type of hardware wallet here. So this is a QR code based device, meaning there is going to be an app integrated with it, and I'll get into that in just a second. But there's an app here similar to the functionality of the Kobo Vault, similar to the functionality of the Ellipel Titan and things like that, where you utilize the device to take pictures and authorize transactions by scanning the QR codes and signing them. So it's completely offline, no Bluetooth, no USB, no cellular, no Wi-Fi, no other connection. It's completely off the grid, which is extremely nice. On this, it's going to give you the 3 all-in-one solution wallet that I was talking about here. I mean, it looks like it's going to have a decent sized touchscreen, which again, I've gone over in other videos and mentioned how important it is when you're dealing with hardware wallets on a regular basis. Having a larger screen to scan QR codes, to navigate, to use is extremely helpful and very user-friendly, not to mention it's safer because it displays the full wallet address for you to confirm. When you're dealing with Ledger devices or sometimes even Trezor devices, you're going to see that it's hard to read and verify the wallet address before you authorize and sign the transaction. So, again, having a larger screen makes a huge night and day difference in terms of security as well as functionality. So what they've come up with here is a different kind of metal recovery seed backup. It's a complete hexadecimal system here where it's basically two parts. As you can see in the screen here, it has sort of a template that you overlay on top of the sheet here. And you basically line up your recovery seed phrase with the first four letters, and it's translated into numbers, okay? So what's really, really interesting with this here is that you have the plate where you can use the tool to puncture holes, and then you have the actual plate behind it that's embedded as well. And you keep these separate because you can't use one without the other. As you can see, the other one just has random holes placed all over it, as you can see in the background. And then there's this sheet that goes over it, that's the template, and that's where you actually engrave your recovery seed phrase. So this gives you an extra layer of security. You basically keep the template in one location, you keep the actual metal plate location, and they only work when you put them together. So you obviously need the template to line up the letters and line up the numbers so that you can decode your private key. Something that is somewhat similar to the crypto tag Zeus, in effect that, you have to puncture different letters and numbers to sort of decode it. But this is the first solution where it actually overlays, and it requires two pieces of the puzzle to actually make it work, period. So that's really interesting to me, and I think it's a really innovative approach here. So the nGRAVE 0, that's what they're calling the actual physical hardware wallet device that you see here. It comes with, state-of-the-art security chips, true random number generator, anti-tampering. It's basically a very secure device, and ultimately it's built in a way where it's very hard to disassemble and going through and trying to extract any sort of private keys. The metal solution that we just talked about is called the nGRAVE Graphene, or metal recovery seed backup that we talked about, made out of stainless steel plates. And you can use that to restore your private key if the hardware wallet device is ever compromised, lost, stolen, anything like that. And it's designed, as I mentioned, to hold the template or the sheet where you actually engrave it, and then the actual metal sheet in two different locations for added security. The third solution here in the three-tier solution is the nGRAVE Liquid. This is the mobile app where you actually manage, sign the QR codes, manage balances. Again, this is similar in effect to the Elipal Titan, but this is where you'll manage all your funds, your portfolio, your transactions. This is where you'll sign on the hardware wallet device itself, and vice versa, to be able to send and receive transactions. We just send, just signing the transactions when you do it. You can obviously receive on any QR code that you want. So, this is an interesting three-tiered system that's all in one. I've always wondered why all these companies are so different, and we need all of these different solutions. It's sort of fragmented, and we need all these different solutions to really be secure. So this is really the first company that I've seen that is offering a full all-in-one solution for metal recovery seed backup, having a mobile app dedicated for it, as well as the hardware wallet device. You'll see sometimes 2 out of 3, but never 3 out of 3 like I'm seeing here. So this is extremely interesting. The device itself has a really nice camera. As you can see, the form factor looks different and interesting. As far as I mentioned before, there's no USBs, there's no networks, it's completely air-gapped. Similar to those other devices. It has the one-way QR code communication, which is the safest way to do it. And then offline defenses, again, this is where the graphene and the metal recovery seed come in, and just sort of having those different layers of security make it not only easier to use, but also more secure for you and your private keys when you're in possession of them. So this also boasts the most advanced key generation process in the world. They have a state-of-the-art TRNG, or true random number generator chip, allows you to make sure that your private keys are generated in a secure manner. This also does have a fingerprint sensor, so there is biometric data. This is now the third biometric hardware wallet that I've seen to date, only one of which has made it to market, and that's called the Decent wallet. And if you're interested in that, I'll link that down below with a very special discount in partnership with my website, bitcoinlockup.com. It also has light technology implemented, so there's different photon measurements of ambient light that are one of the best enhancers of randomness and strength of your secret key, which is really interesting. Haven't heard of that before. And then the interaction here, like I mentioned, again, not to beat it with a dead horse, but it is completely offline, which in my opinion is the most secure way to do it instead of a USB, Bluetooth, things like that you're going to see with other different hardware wallets. You know, I don't have a referral code or anything for this because it's just so new. You can come to the website nGRAVE.io, and that will actually allow you to join the early bird list and get the best discounts, you know, if this is something that you're interested in. As far as the coin support and as far as the actual price of the device, I'm only speculating at this point. They do give a how we compare kind of white paper that goes over the different comparisons between Ledger, Trezor, Keep Key, that kind of a thing. But I wanted to say here that as far as the price of this device, because it's an all-in-one solution, my best guess is this is going to be anywhere between, I would say, $250 and $350 US, which is probably pretty fair for the amount of security and the amount of quality that you're getting for all of these solutions built into one. So this is extremely interesting if that is going to be the price point. Again, I have no basis for that. I'm just guessing based on the current market right now and similar and comparable products. To kind of give you an idea of what this could cost. In terms of the coin support, they haven't announced anything. I almost guarantee you that you're going to have obviously all of your basic coins. You're going to have all your ERC20 tokens, your top market cap coins, your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Litecoin, your Bitcoin Cash, your Stellar, things of that nature. So ultimately, I don't have a full coins list. I will come and do another follow-up video once we get more information on this. But I'm assuming it's going to have all your basic coins, you know, hundreds, if not thousands of ERC20 tokens. And we'll see if there's any unique coins that are going to be supported by this device as time goes on. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Again, this is a really interesting all-in-one solution, and I'm going to be keeping my eye out on it and be reaching out to the founders to see if I can get a demo of the device and do an unboxing video for you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up here. If you found any value or you found this interesting in any way, please go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment down below. If you've come across or you've even heard of this hardware wallet, go ahead and comment and let me know where you found it. I'm very interested to hear about that. I mean, I dig and find these things on a regular basis. So if you've already heard about it, you know, through a press release or through media or anything like that, I'd be interested to hear. And then again, if you're brand new to the channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe. If you do like hardware wallet videos, protecting your private keys, ways to earn free Bitcoin, and to just implement yourself in a really solid foundation into the crypto ecosystem, I do believe it's the future, then go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. And then finally, stay tuned for the next video where I will be doing an unboxing and review of the brand new Kobo Vault Pro. Crypto Renegade.